In today's video, I'm showing you guys how you can become a console demon using certain strategies and tips in Warzone. A lot of the 80 FOV community thinks that all it takes is movement to be good at the game, and that is just not true. There's so many other factors, and the things I'm gonna teach you guys in this video will not only allow you to have insanely good movement, but also allow you guys to drop 20s and 30s and play at a much more consistent level and help you guys improve dramatically over time. So without further ado, if you guys do enjoy the content on the channel and learn something new, be sure you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe with post notifications on so you guys don't miss any more valuable information like this on the channel. We're gonna go over about 4 topics showing you guys how you guys can improve, and we're gonna start things off with your aim. Aim is easily one of the most important things in Warzone, and this alone will make you much better. You don't have to have the craziest movement. I've seen people that don't have crazy movement at all but still drop 20, 25 kills, sometimes even 30 kills, just having a really solid shot. I feel like in today's world with Warzone, people focus way too much on movement and they don't actually improve their aim, and they're always changing their settings. So they're never actually practicing their aim, and that's why they struggle a lot to actually win certain gunfights, especially at range. Because let's be honest, you're not going to be fighting every single last person in the lobby all up close. That's really the only time when movement becomes a really important factor, if you're like right in front of them. But if you're not actually right in front of them, if you're like shooting at range or from a farther distance, then movement's basically irrelevant. A lot of times I drop 30 kills, sometimes even 40 kills. You will see that about half of those kills are long range kills. The other half is probably either close range or medium range, but you have to know how to get a lot of open more opportunities for kills by having a really good shot and being able to land your shots at very far range, which is why I give the #1 spot to aim. If you guys actually do want to improve your aim, I do have a couple of aim guides. I'll leave one on the screen right now, but the best way you guys can improve your aim is just playing the game, practicing in bot lobbies if you guys can. If you guys want to, you can go on Plunder and practice shot. Plunder is great because there's usually a lot of very long sight lines, so you can really practice that long range aim to get a great shot. But like I said, if you guys really want to know a good aim guide, I have one on the channel. I'll leave one in the link in the description. All right guys, my second thing I want to talk about is your game sense. Now this is really important as well, and I personally think this is way more important than movement as well. Game sense has to do with your map knowledge, also has to do with how to read a UAV, how to use your sound cues to your advantage, how to take other flank routes. All of this stuff kind of goes with game sense, because the more you know about the game, the more of an advantage you have. For example, you'll see in this gameplay many times I'm actually doing a lot of crazy jump spots onto buildings, which a lot of people don't know about, and it's a really good way to flank your enemy and take them by surprise. I'm also constantly popping UAVs and looking at my UAV for whenever someone lands back in to get constant information on where the majority of the lobby is, and to also know exactly where all of my enemies are. So I'm never really surprised in a gunfight. I basically already know exactly where they're going to be hiding at, whether it's a corner or above me or below me or just sitting on the rooftop. There's a lot of people that have really good aim and pretty solid movement, but they just don't know how to read a UAV, and they will only be able to max out at around 15 kills each game because they're missing out on so many kills by simply just not looking at their UAV. The UAV stores so much information. This game is like 90% orientated on information. It's just 10% actually on game skill. So if you know how to read a UAV and you know where people are, that's a huge advantage you're gonna have in every single gunfight. I do have some guides on my channel on how you guys can read in UAV. It's really simple. A lot of people don't understand it, but it's a very simple concept, and trust me, that alone will go a long way in how you guys are actually going to improve on Warzone and future Call of Duties, because just about every single Call of Duty has a radar and has some sort of UAV that you can use to get information on where your enemies are. Now, as for jump spots and other flank routes, you kind of have to practice that as well. You're gonna see I do it all the time. It's just super fun to do, and it basically works every time. Like right now, I'm doing a jump spot on white building near headquarters, and it's just a great way to maneuver around. People really do not expect you to do that, but like I said, that takes time. I might make a jump spot guide if you guys actually want that. That'd be really cool, to basically show you guys all the jump spots on Rebirth Island or Fortune's Keep. But jump spots and flank routes are very important and will win you a lot more gunfights. So now we're gonna talk about movement, and there's kind of 2 different types of movement in my opinion. You have the more professional level of movement where they're not missing a beat, their centering is perfect, and they have like really good awareness. And then you have today's movement where it's like more so just flashy, TikTok stuff, YYing, spinning around, that sort of thing. Take your pick. Technically you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna try to coach you guys into choosing one way to do movement, but I will say that doing the more professional route where you have perfect centering as you're moving around is going to get you way more kills, and it's also going to get you way more higher kill gameplays. Doing all the flashy stuff is cool and it's great to watch, it's very entertaining, but it's going to make your likelihood of losing the gunfight way higher. And if you want to drop more kills and get more, get overall just better in Warzone, you have to lower the likelihood of you dying in every gunfight. And the way to do that is to just play as, you know, professional as you can by censoring in every gunfight, making sure you're prepared for your gunfights, not doing all this extra flashy stuff. Don't get me wrong, you can break someone's camera. That's not really flashy. That's actually a strategic maneuver to actually, you know, throw your enemy off. That's not really flashy, but what people be doing when they're, you know, they're spinning around at 360 and things like that, or doing like super unnecessary movement, that is fun. Like I said, it's great to watch, it's very entertaining, but it's not going to actually make you the best player you can possibly be. But it is great to watch, like I said. So you kind of have to decide right now whether you want to be a really good player or a really flashy player. You can still be good and be a flashy player at the same time, but you're just not going to drop 40s like that. I've dropped many 40s like this. I don't really see many people drop 40s, you know, having the super crazy flashy movement by spinning around and stuff, because you're literally just killing time and wasting time on each kill, doing all of that flashy stuff. You know, you're just spending way too much time, and you're basically losing opportunity on kills. So it's not surprised why a lot of people like that don't actually get 40 bombs or 50 bombs or even hold world records. Most of the world record breakers are people that just have like basically generic movement. They have really good movement, don't get me wrong, but they're not doing anything flashy like the other people, so it kind of looks like it's boring, but trust me, they know exactly what they're doing because they have really good centering. If you guys do want to watch a movement guide on how you guys can get better at the game and just have better overall movement, I do have a couple of guides on my channel. I'll leave one on the screen right now and a link in the description. I will be making another, you know, movement guide in the very near future, because there's a lot of new mechanics in the game that are very important for if you guys are trying to improve in the game. There are so many more mechanics that I did not touch up on that video. The video is kind of older, but it does touch up on a lot of the basic movement mechanics that are still going to make you become an absolute demon. So the fourth thing I want to talk about is your class setups. This is kind of straightforward. I know a lot of you guys already know this, but you want to use the best classes you can use in Warzone, the best ones that are meta, whatever's meta at the time. Right now, the Blixen is pretty good, the NZ41 is pretty good, so it's going to give you the highest chance of dropping more kills as well. But you don't necessarily have to use that. If you have really good aim and really good movement, you're going to just fry with whatever you have. It's kind of just like that simple. You know, there's people that drop, you know, 40 kills with a bullfrog or something that's really out of the meta, but, you know, still has, you know, solid shots, still hits solid bullets, and they're still going to do solid damage. So have to use a actual meta weapon or a meta loadout, but if you do want the highest chances of winning or getting more kills, then yeah, just use whatever's meta at the time. Do not feel afraid to do that. A lot of people feel like, oh, I shouldn't be using meta because it's super boring. Well, if you want to drop your PR or break your PR, then yes, definitely use meta weapons. It's going to give you the highest chance of doing that. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I will be making more videos like this in the future, just breaking down certain mechanics and ways you guys can improve. We'll also be having a movement guide, like I said, coming out very soon. So if you guys actually want to check that out, make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always. Off this. Got on top of prison. It's not gonna last forever. I have to eventually drop down. Yep, right now. You. Are you not dead? Headshots. This guy's in tower, it looks like. Okay, we could get to 30, but I kind of have to like leave this spot. Bad. Headshot. Oh wait, is he in the tower? Yeah, he's in the tower. Are you not gonna shoot that guy in the tower? Like, you're trying to shoot me? Alright, I wanna go this way. No way! That's tragic. That probably just sold my 30 right there. Should have been an easy kill. That should have been an easy kill too, but I killed all my shots. Dude, how are these guys still alive, bro? It's crazy. What is this cluster? I mean, I kind of cleared off control center, so no one's up there. I could probably take control. Oh yeah, control out of circle, never mind. I know where the other guy went. Oh my. Oh. Jeez. Dang, that could have been a way better game. A way better game.